Nothing suggests that history is about to change. Then your shovel strikes something hard. Not stone, not metal, a face, a human face staring back from beneath the earth. In 1974, this is exactly what happened to a group of farmers in China. At first, they believed they had uncovered fragments of an old statue. But as archaeologists arrived and excavations expanded, an astonishing truth emerged. Beneath the soil stood an army. Not dozens of soldiers, not hundreds, thousands, silent warriors arranged in battle formation. Each one life-sized, each one different, each one waiting beneath the earth for more than 2,000 years. It was one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in human history. But strangely, the army itself was not the biggest mystery. The greatest mystery was what it was protecting. Because somewhere beyond those soldiers lies a tomb that remains sealed to this day. And some believe it may contain secrets unlike anything ever discovered. To understand the army, we must understand the man who created it. More than 2,000 years ago, China was divided. Competing kingdoms fought endless wars. Chaos was normal, peace was rare. Then one ruler changed everything. His name was Qin Shi Huang. At just 13 years old, he became king. Years later, he would accomplish something no ruler had achieved before. He united China under a single empire. For many, he was a visionary. For others, a tyrant. He ordered massive construction projects, built roads, standardized writing, unified currency, and laid the foundations for what would become Imperial China. But there was one thing even the most powerful ruler could not control: death, and Qin Shi Huang feared it. Obsessively, he searched for immortality, sent expeditions in search of magical elixirs, consulted mystics, trusted alchemists. Yet no matter how powerful he became, one truth remained: he would die. And so he began preparing for the next world, on a scale humanity had never seen before. Construction of the emperor's tomb began long before his death. Ancient records suggest hundreds of thousands of workers may have been involved. For decades, they labored beneath the earth, creating a hidden world for a dead emperor. At the heart of this underground kingdom stood the Terracotta Army. More than 8,000 soldiers, generals, archers, cavalry, officers, war horses, chariots, an entire military force frozen in time. What makes the army remarkable is not simply its size. It is its individuality. Look closely. No two faces are exactly alike. Different expressions, different hairstyles, different ranks, different features. Each warrior appears to be a unique individual. Even today, standing among them feels unsettling. Thousands of silent faces, thousands of eyes, all facing an enemy that never came. But the deeper archaeologists looked, the stranger the story became. Because the army was only the outer layer of something much larger. At the center of the complex lies the emperor's actual tomb, a massive burial chamber beneath an enormous mound. And unlike the Terracotta Army, it remains unopened. For decades, people have asked the same question. Why? Why leave one of history's greatest treasures untouched? The answer is surprisingly simple. Because nobody knows exactly what waits inside. Ancient historian Sima Qian described the tomb in extraordinary detail. According to his writings, craftsmen created an entire miniature empire beneath the earth. Palaces, cities, roads, mountains, even rivers. But these were no ordinary rivers. They were said to flow with liquid mercury. At first, many dismissed the story as legend. But then modern researchers made a startling discovery. The soil around the tomb contains unusually high concentrations of mercury. Suddenly, a 2,000-year-old account no longer seemed impossible. And if that part of the story was true, what else might be waiting inside? Most people assume archaeologists want to open the tomb immediately. In reality, many want the opposite. They want to wait, because history has taught them a painful lesson. Sometimes opening a tomb destroys it. When the terracotta warriors were first uncovered, traces of brilliant paint covered their surfaces. Red, blue, purple, green. For more than 2,000 years, the colors remained preserved underground. But once exposed to air, many vanished within hours. Imagine opening the emperor's tomb. Imagine discovering priceless artifacts untouched since the 3rd century BC. Then watching them deteriorate before your eyes. Some losses can never be reversed. And that is why the tomb remains sealed. Not because archaeologists are afraid of what they might find, but because they fear destroying it. The greatest discovery may also become the greatest loss. This question has fascinated historians for decades. What is hidden inside the tomb? Perhaps unimaginable treasures, ancient weapons, lost texts, works of art never seen before. Perhaps evidence capable of rewriting Chinese history. Or perhaps something even more valuable. Knowledge, a perfect snapshot of an ancient civilization frozen in time. Every year, technology improves. Scanning methods become more advanced. New techniques emerge, and with each advancement, the possibility of safely exploring the tomb grows closer. Yet the final decision remains controversial. Some believe it should be opened. Others believe it should remain untouched forever. For now, the emperor keeps his secrets. For more than 2,000 years, the Terracotta Army has stood watch. Empires have risen, empires have fallen, wars have reshaped the world. Entire civilizations have disappeared, yet the soldiers remain. Silent, patient, waiting. They were created to protect an emperor in death. And perhaps they have succeeded. Because despite all our technology, despite satellites, scanners, computers, and modern science, the man at the center of the army still lies beyond our reach. Some mysteries endure because evidence is missing. Others endure because the truth is hidden. The mystery of the Terracotta Army belongs to the second kind. We know where the tomb is. We know who lies inside. We stand only a short distance away, and yet we cannot see its secrets. Not yet. Somewhere beneath that ancient mound, a world may still exist exactly as it did more than 2,000 years ago. Undisturbed, unseen, waiting, and perhaps that is what makes this story so fascinating. Not the army itself, not the emperor, but the realization that one of history's greatest discoveries may still be buried beneath our feet. And until the day the tomb is opened, one question will remain. What is hidden inside the tomb of China's first emperor?